We have more on that for you shortly. We find out there might be a bigger issue at play, and that's the trouble caused by all people, foreign or not, out on the water.
Yep, there are no rules about who can fire up the outboard and head out for a day's fishing, and that makes the watery highways extremely dangerous. Here's Jill Higgins.
Boating, boating everywhere. How hard can it be? To suss it out, we found a very game instructor. I just needed two pretty clueless boating virgins.
Do we know any checks at all before we hit the water?
No.
Okay. What about sort of speeds, speed limits around the harbour? Any idea about our speed limits?
30.
30? The harbour master will be chasing you down.
Let's begin now.
Perfect. For better or worse, off we go.
What do we do now? No, it can't be like that.
Oh, we have a problem.
I have no idea what that problem is.
Dude, is it the AA we call?
You're gonna stand in here, Jono.
Okay.
Chuck it into reverse.
We're still tied to the dock.
Once moving, it doesn't get much better. So there's getting to grips with your own boat, and there's getting to grips with others.
Are we on a collision course?
No.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah. Look, you got a yacht behind you, you got another boat over this side, a boat in front of you.
Oh my God.
I'll leave you to it.
As for Jono,
Do I need to slow down going past the kayaker?
I think you might want to slow down about now anyway. So hidden just below that beautiful clear surface of water, we've got an old clump of rocks.
Right.
So if you carried on in that direction, you're going to rip the bottom of the boat off.
the crazy thing is,
I could go into a showroom, pay up, grab the keys to a boat like this, and then just head off out to sea. Yeah, I could quite fancy myself in one like that.
the fact that can happen means extra work for harbour masters like Pete.
Do you see some dumb things sometimes?
Yeah, that's an appropriate thing to say. We do see some things that we just shake our heads and wonder why they're out on the water.
10 lives were lost last year due to poor boating practice. Accidents do happen.
We see them routinely, unfortunately, near misses in particular.
The scary thing is the problem's not just beginners. I asked these boaties what safety essentials they had on board. Some were clued up, but others...
Phone?
That's a good one.
Because that's all I've got. I had my phone and my life jacket.
For the food to eat.
And the petrol to make sure it's full.
And what would their distress call be if their boat was rapidly sinking?
I don't think I could say it. I couldn't say it on the TV.
I asked for the location.
No, I can't think of it right now.
Mayday, Mayday.
That would be it, Mayday.
If you saw that, would you have any idea what it meant?
No.
Nah. Nope.
At last, someone who does.
That's a rock awash that dries to 40 centimetres.
We dive on that too, have a look, see what it is.
Now in Canada, where Pete's from, boaties have to pass a simple test. He and his skipper aren't impressed you can drive off without any testing here.
Quite scary. Yeah, you'd never do that with a car, you wouldn't consider it, but people do think it's acceptable on the water.
It would be yet another piece of regulation, but our man from Canada believes it's worthwhile.
And you'll be safer because of it. And that's going to make everybody else safer too.
Back to our novices, and that test is looking like a really good idea.
Fire, 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 fire in the boat, fire in the engine! Rochelle, what are we going to do? Fire extinguisher, let's get the fire extinguisher.
Hey, Mike, you can see me now.
Grab a flare. How do you deploy that?
Read the instruction.
Not a good time to read an instruction.
Think that was bad?
Pete's gone overboard! Pete's gone overboard! Man overboard! Not only did we run him over, we've also chopped him up with our propeller. It does help to prepare and think about these emergencies before you get on the water.
The fact that we had Andrew there was the one thing that made it okay, but otherwise it would have been thoroughly terrifying and we would have crashed probably.
Yeah, we totally would have crashed.
Could we, to be fair, we couldn't have picked a more useless
I think
person
Michelle
to go
was slightly
to sea.
better than Jonathan.
Yeah, she's great, but Jonathan's only, I mean, the nearest he gets to water is a sailor suit.
Yeah,
and a normal,
to be fair, that is
normal
absolutely
circumstances.
correct, Jonathan. But do you know what? What I don't get is why would anyone want to go on the water with no knowledge?
And regular.
Are you
Well,
not
because
terrified? Are
they
you
go
not thinking,
fishing.
I'm going to crash this boat, I'm going to kill someone?
You know, the thing that's always infuriated me about the boats is the rescue costs. You know, when the people get into trouble, no one pays the rescue costs. There's no insurance. We all pick up the bill for the idiots on the water.
Well, the insurance is a good point you made there, because that's the suggestion. It should be tied to some sort of insurance premium. So you do a day course and then you get better insurance.
That's a good point. By the way, Andrew at Powerboat.Training.co.nz.
I'm surprised you don't own a boat, actually.
I
thought you would have been a boating man. You wear your boat shoes, you get your sailor out. He's got a sailor outfit, but no boat.
How low is that?